Right, well, welcome everybody to the 2023 Summit League Tournament. So we're going to let you know what our format's going to look like, and then we'll get started with our press conference here. First, we'll start with an opening statement from Coach. After the opening statement, we'll take a few questions from the student athletes. We'll dismiss the student athletes, and then we'll go back to questions for Coach. Go ahead, Coach.
Okay. Well, first of all, we're just very excited to be here. We've said this before, but every little girl grows up wanting to be a part of March Madness, and this is our March Madness. So the Summit League and the tournament here is just top notch. And so we're really excited to have this opportunity. Next, shout out to Western. Western is a team that is dynamic, explosive, and when they go 3x3, you have your hands full with them. They have some phenomenal shooters with that. I felt like we did a great job of really trying to limit them, and they did a nice job of countering that and really just trying to drive on us. Girls did a great job. If you look at one of the things that they did a really nice job is different people stepped up. To start with, we didn't, we weren't getting in rhythm. And then Faith Feuerbach stepped up. We had Amber Scalia stepped up. We had a lot of different bench players. Jordan Lamker was just bringing energy. And then all of a sudden after that, then it kind of came through. And so really proud of the whole collective team effort that we showed today.
Thanks, Coach. And then when you ask your question, please state your name and then who you're reporting for. Go ahead with questions for the student athletes.
Great, again, sort of prep network. Jade, what's going through your mind when you see all those shots not going in the first half and things are not going well? What's going through your mind at that point?
I know our shots are not going to fall sometimes, and I knew we weren't going to be shooting that bad all game. I know we have amazing shooters on this team. As you can see, Maggie hit like 4 or 5 in the second half. I knew that was coming. So I wasn't really worried. I knew we were going to hit shots. I was just like, stay the course, like Coach always says, stay the course and just be calm and continue to take those shots because they will fall, and they did in the second half for us. So.
Madison and Mulligan reaching the podcast. Jake, you kind of took a backseat offensively today. Talk to me about your court vision and your, leading the assist today and creating opportunities for your teammates.
Yeah, really. On our offense, I want to get everybody going and I want to move the ball and just because once I get everybody else going, they have to guard the outside and then it opens up the lane. And like we said, first half, we wasn't really hitting our shots. So it was kind of the lane was starting to get clogged up. Second half, we started hitting shots and the ball was moving really well. And I think that's really just my goal as a point guard to get the ball moving around and everybody touching the ball.
Thank you, Mom, with some reasons for bagging. Just talk about bounce back start. I believe you guys shot 20% first half. I love the second half. Back in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so glad those shots did hit in the second half, and we have great shooters on our team. And our point guard Jade, she does a great job of facilitating. Her head's always up, looking for people. And we had a smaller shoot around and a smaller warm-up time. So I think we were just kind of adjusting to, all the new things. We usually get there at 90 and we had 45 minutes. So I think we're now adjusted to, the gym and the atmosphere and everything. And I think we're ready to roll now. So.
Pretty strong preparing for Western Life just based on less than 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, they're a team that we love to play because they do kind of play like us. They like to push in transition, and so do we. So we know them very well. We know them inside out, but that can almost be hurtful because you know them so well. You start to overthink a little bit, but I'm so glad that we fought back and we just continue to go at it. And credit to all our players who stepped up. We had big people step up when we needed it and hit big shots, and we've been working on that all year.
So Maggie, in those last couple of minutes, you guys were feeling the pressure a little bit and you were trying to run some clock, and then there was a foul call. It was kind of a gray area foul, and then you came right back and hit that 3 after that. How important was that to kind of regain control of it?
Yeah, I think we've battled with that all year when we do have that big lead in the second half, just kind of how to time manage that a little bit. Like we obviously do want to run clock, but not to a point where, it's too much time and we can't get a shot up. So I was a little frustrated with some of the calls, and I play better when I'm frustrated and got a little chip on my shoulder, and I just wanted to seal this one because we made history today, and I'm so proud of the St. Thomas program. We have our athletic director here, and we had so many people come out for St. Thomas, and we made history today, so it was really fun.
You got a lot of highlights this senior year yourself. This is the biggest.
Yeah, I mean, I sent a little probably cheesy video to our group today, but just making history. St. Thomas is it's going to be on the map, and I can't wait to come back 10 years from now and see them win this tournament. And we still can too today, you know, but we're here and we're ready to prove something. And we won our first Summer League tournament game today, and we need to celebrate that.
Jade made history today. You have a chance to make history tomorrow. What's gonna take to make history once again?
I think our main goal is just to be aggressive. Like, they are the #1 team. They are really talented, and we're coming in as the underdog. I think we shouldn't let that affect us at all. Like, we should come in with the mindset, same today, like, we're going to win the game. We're going to take away their key players, what they like to do. And I think that's just the biggest thing, just staying aggressive throughout the whole game.
Any other questions for the student athletes? All right, thanks, ladies. You can head back to the locker room.
Thank you.
Thanks, you guys.
We've talked over the last weeks about the maturation of Jade Hill's game. Was this a great example of what she's learned how to do?
Yeah, I was very, very proud of Jade. You looked at the first half, you know we have shooters. And so the floor was spaced, it was open. And so Jade was reading. You saw how she was using skill to create her shots. And she had a lot of drives to the lane. Well, imagine that, our shots aren't hitting, and then all of a sudden they really start bringing the defense in. Jade didn't force it. She still kept the course and was looking to set up those shooters, which, you know, we end up shooting 38% from three, shows that. She ends up with 6 assists. She showed a trust and a confidence. That's what great leaders do. Leaders, they're not just there in the good times. They're there encouraging you, empowering you, and then really partnering with you to take that next step. And I think Jade just did a wonderful job with that.
I have a lot of players that played important roles in this game that really won't show up on the staff. But Autumn Mendez gave me some good minutes. Jordan Glenn first half did a lot of great defense. We talked about those.
You know, I think that's always in basketball that gets under, you know, valued is the glue players, the little things they do. Autumn Mendez came up with such big defensive stops. Jordan Glenn is the same. She is a glue player for us. She's one of the only kids from the Division III era. And you got to give her credit. She's had different, you know, usually you get to your senior year and, you know, you're looking around and you've got all your teammates from your freshman year, and she doesn't. But she has just embraced these young ladies. She's empowered them. She's done that. And we need her on the floor because she does all those little things. Her communication, her talk, the way she brings people into the huddle. They're just phenomenal, phenomenal glue players that we have.
Coach Madison, well, again, reaching us on podcast. You've completed your first game in Sioux Falls. Your Division I postseason winning percentage is now perfect. How did the atmosphere in Sioux Falls and the Denny kind of impact the game for you today?
You know, as you say, you know, the neat thing about March Madness is you get to be courageous. Why does everybody enjoy March Madness? Because you see that. You see 5 people that are out on the floor and they dare greatly. And then, you know, everybody goes for the underdogs, right? We're the underdogs now, you know, but it's because of that. And so it's just a great form. And so we talk to our young ladies and embrace this, enjoy this. Last year, we didn't even have this opportunity. We had to finish our season with the regular season and we were done. And here we get to be a part of this postseason. And what a great venue to be in. What a great administration and organization. So we have felt like this is the big dance and we're just enjoying every minute of it. And yes, I am so proud of them. They have laid the foundation for the next group to come through and really elevate St. Thomas. So really proud of these young ladies.
I know we talked a little bit about Autumn Mendez. She had 40% of the team's lost today, 4 out of 10 total. And you had to stay a little bit patient on offense with shots not falling. But talk to me about how patient you had to stay on defense as well.
Well, that's going to be one of our trademarks is our defense, is that, you know, we feel really good that, hey, we got to make people work and meet people work. And, you know, hopefully we're being as stingy as we can defensively. And it's like I said, it's a lot to handle when you've got a great shooting team like this. And I thought the girls did a nice job and they bought into the defensive scheme in that, hey, we're just going to make sure that, you know, we're making longer possessions. Some people, you know, they take risks and gambles, whereas we want longer possessions. We want, you know, really, and I mean, what did they finish with? 50 points, you know, that's great, you know, so I'm really proud of our defensive effort.
10 blocks, or sorry, 10 boards for Joe Lane. She did an awful lot of hard labor inside there. Can you talk about her?
Joe is really takes some big steps with us, and you know, she is an unbelievable athlete that has only still scratching the surface of what she can become. I wish she would see herself in my eyes rather than her eyes, but she is really doing a nice job. You see how she can get up for those rebounds. You see how she can sprint the floor. She's like a deer with that. And so there's a next level for her. And I think we're only seeing a fraction of it. And hopefully next year you'll see even more.
All right, thanks, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.